Hey, Shabbat Shalom. I was talking with Rabbi Adelson here at Congregation Beth Shalom about this week's Parsha and anger. This week's Parsha was the maftir for my bar mitzvah, so I feel a particular connection to it. And in this Parsha, Moses is instructed to talk to a stone, to a rock, and let it give forth water. And instead, he angrily hits it. And there's lots of explanations as to why he does that. In particular, what I want to focus on is this idea that he made a choice in anger. In the world today, there's a lot to be angry about. We live in a really angry time. And I think it's important to talk about that anger and what we do with it. The anger that I know that I feel and you might feel is real. It's legitimate. It's okay to be angry. But I think it's important for us to understand that anger is a really, really good motivator, but a really bad decision maker. Let me say that again. Anger is a good motivator, but a bad decision maker. Anger leads to mistakes. Anger leads to making decisions without understanding the possibilities and opportunities to accomplish the goal that your anger is motivating you towards. It says in Orchot HaTzadikim, a Musar text, the angry person cannot be very wise, for wrath causes reason to flee from the mind, so that that person cannot answer as is proper, cannot rebuke as is proper, and all their words are not prompted by intelligence. I have it written right here. That anger prevents the person from being able to accomplish their goals about fixing the world around them. And so I think the important piece is understanding that our anger has a place and being able to act once anger is in that place. Last night I had the opportunity to see the new documentary about Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers, called Won't You Be My Neighbor? I highly encourage you to take time to see it. And in it, it's quoted his testimony in front of Congress in May 1969. Funding for public television was about to be cut, and particularly children's programming was on the line. And he has this whole presentation, which is exceptional, and you should go Google it and watch it because it's powerful. But at the end of it, he talks about a song that he uses to facilitate conversations about the deep emotions that children feel like we do as adults. And in this particular instance, it's about the control, the positive feeling around control when it comes to anger. And he uses a song to do that. And this is what he says. And I have it written here and I'm going to read it. What do you do with the mad that you feel? When you feel so mad you could bite. When the whole wide world seems oh so wrong and nothing you do seems very right. What do? Do you punch a bag? Do you pound some clay or some dough? Do you round up friends for a game of tag or see how fast you go? It's great to be able to stop when you've planned the thing that's wrong and be able to do something else instead and think this song. I can stop when I want to. I can stop when I wish. Can stop anytime, and what a good feeling to feel like this. And know that the feeling is really mine. Know that there is something deep inside that helps us become what we can. I'm not saying that anger is bad. On the contrary, anger is a real, powerful, righteous feeling in the right place and context. And so I think, especially now where anger is leading to protests and mass movements and serious debate, that's really good. That anger is important. It's valuable. And it's also important to recognize that making a decision in anger doesn't always accomplish the goal in the end. It's about understanding that anger has a place. And in order to make a good decision about how to meet our goals, we have to put anger to the side. And once we put that anger to the side, we're able to think clearly about accomplishing that goals. And so that's why I say that anger is a good motivator, but a bad decision maker. An example might be when you're in traffic The person cuts in front of you on the freeway or in the street. Your anger that you might feel in the moment might encourage you to ram their car or to yell out the window or do something rash. And we know that that's not the right thing to do. What we do is we take our anger, we feel it in the moment, and then we put it to the side so that we know, because we know that getting to our destination is what matters most. And so we put the anger to the side and make good decisions, or at least we hope, or that's the goal. And so like that, I want to encourage you, challenge you to, when you feel angry, to recognize that it is valuable and real and it's okay to be angry, and then to know when to put it to the side so that you can accomplish and meet your goals. Have a wonderful Shabbat,